Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center here to congratulate you on your Sierra 4003 MB middle bunk fifth wheel. You guys have picked a beautiful unit. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite and a couple things to think about when you're parking. On your campsite, you're going to have that slide back there and then an awning off that slide. So that's the most room you're going to need. Then you got an awning over here as well. On your off campsite, besides your slides, all three of them, I want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. Your power is going to plug in all the way on the rear corner on your driver's side of your tow vehicle, and then your water is going to be all the way at the front. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive, unhook our hitch. We're going to level our unit. Coming inside is, in here is going to be your Lipper auto leveling system. It's on, and you are going to hold in your hand on auto level. Now of course your vehicle's unhooked, pulled away. First thing that's usually going to happen is our front feet are going to drop. Once those drop, your auto leveling back here will start dropping down. So while the auto leveling is running, this light will be flashing. When it's done, that light will turn a solid color. In the meantime, once your unit's level and stable, we can hook up our power and water. So big long 50 amp cord back here. It plugs in at an angle at like say 10 o'clock here, and then turn it to noon. Put this washer on and you're all set. And your convenience pack will be a 50 to 30 dog bone, they call it, as well as a 30 to 15 amp to throw on there in case you need to plug into a 110. So your auto leveling running down. Once your power's hooked up, we can hook up our water. Again, our docking station is all the way up front here. Simple system. We got three knobs to turn, and all we're going to do is match what's up here. At campsites, we are going to match city water. White down, green to the left, blue to the left. First and foremost, grab your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines of your unit. You don't know what the water pressure is at different camps, so always use these. Come over here where it says city water. Hook this up. Hook up your hose. Don't turn your hose on yet. Just in case the last time you were camping and you emptied your hot water heater, we're just going to make sure that knob down there is turned all the way to the right. If it is, no water can come out of there. Just a little bit of water that's in your tankless system here. Once that's, make sure that's closed, then we can go ahead and turn that hose on. After that hose has been on for a few minutes, just want to show you auto level. Auto leveling is done. All right, so we're going to go inside and we're going to open up our slides. Get our slides opened up, get in there and open up all of our water taps. Get a nice steady flow of water going through your sinks, your showers, shut them off, and you're all set to camp. Now let's say we're going to go dry camping. In that case, we got a two-step process. We're going to start with the power tank fill. Fill it in the same spot. Treat it the same way. But what you're going to do now is you're going to go inside and watch the levels of your tank fill. On your panel, there's going to be where you can check the level of your battery and your black and gray tank. There's also a button for fresh water. You keep an eye on that while you're filling it. Don't leave it unattended. Once it's full, go ahead and remove that hose, put that cap on, then switch this to dry camping. Then whenever you want to utilize that fresh water tank you just filled, you will turn on your water pump indoors. Don't turn on your water pump when hooked to city water that's already pressurized. Alright, we're all set to camp. Again, city water, dry camping, we tank fill it and then dry camp. Here's your directions of your knobs for winterizing. Owner's manual will show you how to do that, and siphoning and just cleaning out your tanks. Alright, we're all set with power and water. I'm going to go ahead and walk you around the rest of the unit, continuing here in the docking station. Up here is where we'll pull our black and gray tanks when we leave the campsite. Not everyone uses water filters, so we leave that out, but you got the handle and the filter here to change it if you would like. You got a spray port hose that connects here. Here's all your cable connections, fresh water, black tank flush. We'll talk about that when dumping our black tanks. Little light for in here. And you can actually run your hose down through here and close this door. Big pass-through storage area. Again, our auto leveling. Go Power solar controller. The whole purpose of that is to keep your solar panels from overcharging your battery. I'll send you a video on that. The only thing you have to worry about is keeping that on wet, and that should stay on there by itself. Over there is your backup camera. We'll get over there. I just want to mention also, your backup and side cameras are always on, so we'll talk about that when we get to your battery disconnect over there. Hot water heater. Flue for your furnace. A few things on that. One, make sure it's never blocked. Two, if you are running your furnace to your Clio, it gets hot. And we do sell bug guards for those. This low point drain is the white, the blue and red ones there. Freshwater drain will be this one here, that white one. Continuing down our off-camp side, again, auto leveling is down. Here's our power. Your backup camera is mounted. Get one of those Lippert ladders, get up there and check the seams of your roof 2-3 times a year, and caulk as needed with recommended RV roofing caulk. Same thing on your slides where the seals are. They've got a spray. Spray those, keep them nice and pliable and flexible over the years. That'll add to the longevity of the life of them. You also prep for a porch camera, a couple outdoor speakers, outdoor cooking area here. That's magnetic. Nice little griddle here. Fridge. The other side of our pass-through storage. All right. With your backup cameras here. You're prepped. You can set a TV out here too. There's cable 110 for that. Another 110 if you need it for anything. This is your battery disconnect. That will disconnect all the battery power to the unit. So if you are out dry camping and you don't want those side cameras running your battery down, use that if you're going to be gone for the day. Your propane is in here, is on your regulator. Pointed toward the tank you wish to be using. Lefty loosey to open. That turns green, you've got gas. Turns red, you're out of gas. Coming up front here, your spare tire, your battery, and your hydraulic leveling system. That about covers everything out here. Let's go take a look on the inside. Alright, coming up inside the unit. First thing I point out is your fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone is camping with you knows the fire extinguisher is located by the entry doorway in case of an emergency. Treat my right as I come in. This little closet door, to open that up. This is your lights for your chandeliers there. Max air vent. Turn that on, it's over there above the stove. Shut that off. And our control panel. So they make this so you can have 2 blacks and 2 gray tanks. Check those. Here's where you switch them back and forth and check them. Galley tank, H2O. That's your freshwater button. That's when you're going to hold down while you're filling up your freshwater button. Once that hits full, take that water out of there. And then your brand new battery. Heated holding tanks. What these are is they're little 12-volt pads that are on your tank. If you're in inclement weather and you think your tanks might freeze, that's when you turn that on. Water pump to get to your fresh water. Hallway light, which is where you're going to want to memorize, because as soon as you walk in here, before opening up your slides, you're just going to walk in, turn that on, you can see what you're doing here. I already turned all these on. These were our slides I just opened. Well, I'll show you how those work when we close them. On your awnings real quick. So this one is the slide one. Let's use, I'm going to retract that one and send this one out. which makes sense. It's toward the front. I just want to show you on these awnings. You see the bottom is white, top is gray. You're only going to run these awnings out. You can stop anytime there, but you're only going to want to run them out until the flat falls down and you can see your bar. They're great for shade. Highly recommend bringing in any winds or rain. Sometimes that flap will stick from being wet. There we go. That's as farthest you want to run that out. If I hold that button that we extend out, it will roll up onto itself and start to roll itself up backwards. So keep an eye on it when you run it out. Make sure you don't run it out further than you need to. Always remember, white on bottom, gray on the outside when it's wrapping in. And as I bring that in, I'll shut off the awning lights and show you that slam locks work best when gently slammed. Alright, we're done the control panel. Let's go all the way down to our, this should be fuses. Sorry, I have no fingernails. This one is fuses, and then these are your breakers. Trust me, they're behind here. There they are. So you got quite a variety. Couple of 3s, handful of 10s, handful of 15s, a 20 and a 30. Get you a big variety pack, get quite a few 15s and 10s. Have them with you when you go camping. Alright, continuing into the kitchen here. Go right to our thermostat. Crank up the air. Oh, in the meantime, I shut that fan off down there. And there's the air cranking on. Now you will notice when I shut the air off, circle all the way through to off. I'm generally shut off rather quickly. There we go. Now I'm going to do your heat, show you your furnace working. All the way through the heat, turn it up. When that kicks on, alright, now you'll notice, you'll hear that run for a little bit, about 2 minutes, because it takes a minute for those to cycle through. On your island, coming down here, accent lighting, and your 12-volt carbon monoxide propane detector. That is also always running off your batteries, so keep that in mind. Continuing into the kitchen, into the island, just want to mention plumbing. Keep an eye on it. Here's your access panel. There's your vacuum pieces. I'll show you that here shortly. But here's your access panel to your plumbing. Keep an eye on things, especially if you travel a lot in this. If you're bouncing a house up and down the road. On your fridge, you'll have a safety latch that will actually go right in here and twist in there. So let's close our door, get it in there, twist that in, and that's going to hold your doors closed for traveling. Self-explanatory microwave. It will send you, or there is a manual on this. High and low fan, and a surface light above our cooktop. Sometimes you have to bleed these lines, but I think you might have enough gas. But yeah, just turn this to light, press it in, and your stove will light up here. There's a panel light and an oven light. Bleed your lines, make sure you get enough gas, all your gas turned on. Safety strap for your television. The only thing I want to mention on your TV is that when you get to the campsite, run a digital channel scan, and that'll allow you to pick up all the local channels at the campsite. Turn on our sound system.
Even better. It's another 30-minute music marathon on 96.1 WHNN.
So, FM, optical, DVD, HDMI, Bluetooth, television, auxiliary, and FM. So really nice sound system. 3 zones on your speakers, A, B, and C, indoor and outdoor. Your fireplace, lots of different colors. Biggest thing is the heat. You can get a lot of heat out of those nowadays. Let me show you quickly how to turn your sofa into a bed. Just remove your Velcro backs. Stand in the middle, lift that up, pull it up and towards you, open his legs up, and just that quickly, you got a bed. Put it back down. Now just remember, putting it away, make sure you lift the back up first. Stand in the middle, gives you good leverage to pull these legs in. Hold this down. These cushions back there. Just that quickly, you go back to the sofa. These seats here, I call them parachute pull. Pull up on that, that'll bring your legs out. Safety straps for your dinette chairs. Charging port there. What covers everything up here? Let's head up the hallway. That's the steps to go upstairs into our loft. Little single bunk here, charging port, and 110 at the head there. Here's your vacuum system. So lift this up, connect your hose here, and turn it on down here. Push that down, take this hole, pull it open, there's your bag, and there's where it connects. We're into our bathroom. Just want to make sure we got 110 with GFCI reset here. A max air vent fan. And some glass doors that you want to make sure are secure for travel. Lastly, coming back into the bedroom. Got your own separate AC on back here. Fan or AC, I'll crank that up for you. 110 here. 110 and charging ports at the headboard here. On both sides. This AC also has a quick dump. So are the ones up front. Shut that off. So it shuts off. Preps for a TV here. There's a backer, 110 and cable. Prepped for a washer dryer back here. About covers everything out here. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite and get ready to close the unit up. Alright, now closing up, what I like to do is come in here, shut off all my interior lights from here. Then I know any other lights that are on are accent lights that I need to walk through and shut off. Once I've got all the lights off except my hallway, I know I've walked through and make sure this bunk room's off. Bunk room's off. Alright, I'm going to turn back on my ceiling lights and say doors and drawers. Walk through your unit, make sure all doors and drawers are closed. Nothing's going to impede your slides from coming in. We're going to start here. That's going to be our bedroom. You can hear that coming in. Made sure everything was out of the way. Lights were off, doors closed. You'll hear it when it's closed. Living room, kitchen side, running that in. And I'll continue with the bunk end. Once you hear that noise, it's just a slide mechanism telling you that you're all the way in. So Since it's bunk room, now we're going to do our campsite. Shut off those ceiling and hall lights, exit the unit. Now the biggest thing on these steps, whether bringing them in or out, is to make sure this door is all the way open. Otherwise this is going to catch on it. Your feet are adjustable. Simply press in on this and move the leg up and down. Set that up in there. Don't need to lock your door yet. If we're at a campsite, leave this open. After you dump, you're going to lock, deadbolt, lift and turn that handle. Alright, if we are out dry camping, we're going to bring up our stabilizing jacks, dump our freshwater drain, freshwater drain's right here. Get up underneath there, pull that, open that up. Then we're going to bring up our stabilizing jacks. Come back inside here, turn this back on. I'm going to scroll down to auto retract, enter to begin. Now remember, your vehicle's not hooked up yet, that's completely out of the way. We're going to bring up our stabilizing jacks. See them coming up. Then we're going to hook up our hitch and head on home to the nearest dump station, whatever we're in need of. If we're at a campsite, we're going to unhook our power, our water, our cable, hook up our hitch and head on up to the dump station. Let the dump station park accordingly. Your dump is going to be right in front of your tires on your off-camp side. Hook that up. Come up here and pull the black handle. That's going to be your sewage. And it sounds like it's no longer draining. Go inside, check the level of your black tank. If it shows empty or close to it, come back out here, leave that black handle open, grab the hose at the dump station and hook it up to this tank flush. Again, emphasizing with that handle open, turn that tank flush on for a good 5 minutes, and that's going to wash that nastiness out of your black tank. When that's done, remove that hose, put that cap on there, make sure all the washout water you put in there is drained, then close that black and pour your gray. While my grays are draining, get up underneath here, dump my low point drains. When that gray is done, you're going to close that gray. Come out here, take your sewage hose and store it in a sanitary, convenient place and head on home. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Sierra for many years to come. Happy camping.